Sitting here with Fernando Medrano, man. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great, man.
Is you here for XKO? You're gonna be making your amateur debut, man. How you feel about that?
Excited, nervous, but ready. I think some people ready to see that smoke. You know what I mean?
Hey, man. Tell me a little bit about your background, how you got into MMA, where you training at, and who your coach is.
Well, I've gotten MMA since I was in Austin on and off. Started traditional Thai in Austin, and then came back and moved here back to Dallas, and I went to Dutch Muay Thai. Um, did a little jiu-jitsu with BGT back in the days, and then just kind of went on and off with work. Do hotels, so I was at in Alaska for 2 years, and then moved back, and then I linked up with Mcsweeney, who was part of the old team we were at with Dutch Muay Thai, and the game has just been elevated ever since I've been training with him. So first fight, he's getting me ready for that, and I got great teammates that they're getting me ready for it, so I'm just excited and just ready to put on the show.
So, how did you get into MMA? Why MMA? I mean, 'cause this sport ain't for everyone. You can't play
Honestly,
this sport either,
ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be, some sort of either martial arts or special forces in the military. I'm from Honduras, so I'm not a citizen, so I couldn't join the military. So therefore, I found something that was kind of parallel to what I wanted to do. Be the top of the top, the elite of the elite, which was MMA and the ground game, and the fighting game. And since high school, when I got turned down from the Marine Corps, I just decided to pick up fighting and started training. And it's been a long journey, not fully fulfilled yet, but still learning every day. And I couldn't ask for any better hobby, and not hobby, but thing to do. I just love it. Every time I get on the mat, I just get a rush. Good emotions, everything just clears out. Whatever problems I got going on in life and everything, and once on the mat, it just forget about all the bullshit, and it just gets me going.
Did you know who your coach was before you started training with him, James Sweeney?
A little bit, yeah. Not as much, but I watched him on the Ultimate Fighter. I remember watching that season with Rampage, and I think it was Rampage and Evans.
Yeah,
I remember.
Sport, man, and he still competes.
He does. He does. He had a couple of fights. I think he's got another one coming up. So it's just a great opportunity. It's a good thing to be acknowledged by a person of that caliber and a veteran of K1 and UFC, and to acknowledge the skills that I have, and just get me ready to this. So I'm excited. I'm blessed to have him as a coach and have him on my side. Like I said, along with my teammates, we're in the same. So it's a pretty good thing that we'll link up. Everything happens for a reason. I look at this fight as I had a chance to make a debut a few years back, and I didn't, so I went back to corporate world, and decided to put that on hold for a little bit. But now when coach came about, everything is just lining up to where there's nothing else. I do believe in things happen for a reason. God wouldn't put anything or any dreams in my head if I wouldn't be able to accomplish them. You know what I mean? Like the J. Cole song, I'm a small town nigga with big dreams. So, from Honduras, third world country, that, I remember as a kid, I came right after Hurricane Mitch was a devastating hurricane. And ever since then, it's just been a grind, So, it's just blessed.
Man, I've met Coach, and he's just the nicest guy outside. Is he nice when he's training you, or? Cause, I mean, that boy vicious in the ring. So when I met him, I'm like, man, this boy, he's so nice, man. He's just down to earth. He's like two different people inside the ring. He fighting for real, but outside of it, he's just the nicest guy. Very approachable, man. Like
very, very. I mean, he's very like him and down there, very cool. He'll crack his jokes every once we're in training, but when we get on the mat, we get training. Business is business. You know what I mean? So we stick down to business. We'll get down. He's very knowledgeable. He does teach us a lot. Of course, just like I'm in management, so we have to be firm whenever we get to business. So he's firm when it gets to the training, but also he works with you, and he helps you excel with what you know. And compared to other coaches that I've been, he does know the game to the teeth. So I'm really blessed, and like I said, he's a cool ass cat, man. I mean, I'm really blessed to meet him and have him by my side.
And what does your family, your supporters think of you fighting?
Uh, well, the folks kind of are in the loop, but not really on the loop. But my brothers and my cousins, they are in the loop. Other Latinos, we're always clowning on somebody's trying to make it. That's part of our tough love. Military family. My dad was Special Forces in Honduras, so we were very tough love in between us. So the jokes have come around, but nevertheless, they all know that my drive and my willingness for success is unstoppable. When I set my mind into something, there nobody can stop me but myself. So they do acknowledge that, and they're ready to come and show some support, which I was sort of afraid that they were not going to be with it. But they're on board. I think some of them already purchased the tickets. Some of them are getting some shirts. So it's a blessing. We'll see.
Do you feel
Obviously,
added
mom.
pressure? Added pressure?
Honestly, I don't feel pressured. I know what I can do, and don't get me wrong. I mean, the pressure's always going to be there, but nevertheless, I do feel comfortable on what I know, and the type of game that I can show, and the nervousness and everything, all the mix of emotions are all going to be once I get in the ring. Once I get in that cage and the bell rings, it just come from there, So, but the nervousness and all that, the pressure. It's part of the game. You're not going to go into any competition without any pressure or any kind of feelings with it. You know what I mean? But once you get into what you're going to do, it's on from there.
Man, we're excited for February 29th, man. Can't wait to see you
Likewise,
make
man.
a debut,
Likewise,
Fernando, man.
likewise.
Any shout outs you want to give out to your family, friends, or any sponsors you might have?
Well, all my sponsors, obviously, Artistic Encounter, obviously our gym, James Mcsweeney, the Sledgehammer, the one and only, the legend. My teammates, Obi, Cam, Jackie, and everybody else that stick through the camp. Parker Kane from Landscaping, and also Dallas Social Influence, Jocelyn. I got a couple other sponsors that we're going to get another shirt, but just couldn't get them in here. So shout out to my family, everybody just come watch Naturally Work, So just special shout out to Mcsweeney Mixed Martial Arts. We're in here, we're in Texas, we're going to make it happen.
There you go. Fernando Medrano is going to be making his amateur debut here at XKO Amateur Series here at the Gas Monkey on February 29th. Man, don't miss this fight, man. I can't wait to see you, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you, bro.